We thought there's no way on earth she would say yes to this. Everybody's a victim. There's a moment where there's skin that gets pulled from a hand, and like you've only got one take at this. It changed the ending of the movie.
I want to show you something else. This way.
We stuffed one.
I know I'm a weirdo.
We were trying to find characters and actors that were true to the ages of the characters that we're portraying. Piper is, vision impaired, and it was very important to us to find an actor that was actually vision impaired to be able to portray it authentically on the screen. So it always comes from like trying to find the truth of those actors and those performers. Like that's a very big part of the casting process.
Yeah, and well, hats off to our casting agent.
Yeah.
They're the best. With Sally, there was a list of actors. She was the top of our list. First and only person that we spoke to. We thought there's no way on earth she would say yes to this, but she read the script, loved it. We had a call and we really connected, and it was just from the second we spoke to her, we're like, oh, she's perfect. She's so perfect. Please.
What are you doing?
We knew that for this film, grief connected all of our characters, and they were all experiencing it in some way. Everybody's a victim. And no character is inherently evil. So it's about finding a way to show someone who is uncomfortable to empathize with, but someone that is sort of struggling with what they're doing. But yeah, grief was like a big thing that connected all of our characters. And it was because we were going through grief while developing and writing the script, and then going through grief again whilst we started production, it just made its way into the film in like a really raw way.
I'm supposed to report how safe and reliable you are. So stay safe, stay reliable, yeah?
Our script changed after we'd lost a very close friend of ours in pre-production, and it changed the entire tone, and it changed the ending of the movie. And scenes that were written and developed to be really scary turned really sad, and we found a more honest truth, and like the characters felt more human because you were looking at it through a more personal lens. So I feel like that changed the script quite a bit, and it always has to feel like a rough blueprint, but I can't navigate exactly how a film is going to be shot because there's so many different parts of production that are going to change how things are made, whether it's like the actors that you're working with and the location that you're at, and what you're emotionally going through at the time. All of that stuff affects the way that you originally envisioned.
And then it changes it again in the edit.
Yeah.
It's like three different versions.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh. I feel like the scene I'm the most proud of is probably our really extreme horror moments. Because they're always the most fun to film, and they always tend to be the most memorable. So it's always very exciting about trying to find like a way to really imprint ourselves or ingrain ourselves into people's memories. And I feel like we maybe achieved that in a couple of the scenes here.
I would say for me, it's without spoiling, I guess, is the confrontation.
The confrontation.
There's a big confrontation, a found out moment that's the most exciting. Like shooting it, it's like every take was electric and so much fun to film. So yeah, that was the most, that for me is the most memorable.
Is this my new sister and brother, Oliver? Oliver lost his family just like you guys. Needed someone that could give him special care.
Oh my God, best dance.
For me, it's when we're doing the party montage.
Oh, there was a moment where the characters are getting a little bit drunk, and that felt like a party that day on set, was just cranking music and yelling things out, and the actors,
do this, try this.
Yeah.
Stop. And like they were just like riffing, and we went for like 45 minutes of just hanging out.
It's always good fun.
The house got trashed. That was probably the most fun.
It's like an angel. It's a beautiful angel.
It's so interesting that everything I sort of look forward to a little bit, because like making a film is so stimulating, and you're working with all these different artists and you're collaborating, and like my brain always feels like it's on fire or it's prickling. Like there's so much happening that it's hard to go to sleep because it's all overstimulating.
But I think towards like from the second half, like there's so many big scenes, so many amazing, crazy moments that I knew that we had performers that would be able to commit and go for it. So those were the most exciting, especially with Sally and Andy, Billy Barrett, like them coming. Like, I just knew that we were gonna get magic, and so I was looking forward to those bigger moments.
Listen. Some people believe the spirit stays in the body for months after death.
Whenever we finish shooting, what we edit.
Yeah, we take the footage, we steal the footage, and we go home, we start editing. Sometimes we watch the rushes.
Yeah.
We get together with the heads of department and have a discussion about the day, what worked, what didn't work, and what can we improve on tomorrow, and how do we come out with a good energy, or how do we start the day strong? You know, because it always feels like it's such an interesting thing on a film set. It feels like sometimes the first half of the day goes slow, and then towards the end, you're like, oh, trying to get everything. So it's always trying to figure out what's the best way to attack it strongest.
We do this thing called, Thorns and Roses after every day of production, where it's like with the heads of departments, talk about what were the thorns of the day, what's something that we can improve on, how can we fix things? And it's always having an open communication, because voices can get lost in the process.
It's working! We can bring her back.
You're excited as well, but you also dread like those practical moments where the effects are happening. There's always a chance that it doesn't work out, because there's there's a lot of unknown elements. Like, you don't know how the blood is going to interact at this moment, or how the makeup prosthetic is going to be pulled off. And there's like times where it's like you only have one shot at this, or one take at this moment. Like there's a moment where there's skin that gets pulled from like a hand, and like you've only got one take at this. So like you're just things crossed, hoping that it's going to be amazing.
For me, it'd be logistically like filming from going inside to outside in the rain, and how long it takes to reset certain things, makeup, effects, lighting, so costume changes, and you know, on a really tight time frame. That's the stuff where you nervous, like, oh my god, because you
can't control shadows. Like, you have to wait until the sun's setting to be able to shoot outside in the rain. Because if you wait,
because we wanted to commit to shooting it practically, so it had to be practical rain, it had to be on location, it had to all these things, and that stuff comes with repercussions.